So we're here in Wim's office, and one of the things that's come out recently is, I didn't realize this, but you have Oracle VM 3.1, the very latest, actually up on Public Yum. And recently, most people don't know this, you guys put the security errata up, and security errata, nightly builds, everything up on Public Yum. Do you want to talk a little bit about that, Wim?
Sure. So when we, one of the things we did when we launched Oracle Linux and the support program was make sure that the software was freely downloadable, right? So you can, since 2006, October 2006, you can go to eDelivery and download Oracle Linux 4, 5, 6, all the updates, so 4.1, 4.4, 4.5, 5.1, 5.2, 6.1, 6.2, and so forth. Both the binaries and the source code. And the license that we picked was a, you could call it Fedora style license, so people can not just freely download it, but they can freely use it, production, test, development, it doesn't matter. If you want support, you pay for support. That's sort of been our policy. And while that works well, a lot of people ended up obviously paying for support to then get access to the Unbreakable Linux network, which gave the RPMs as well. So you got support and you got the updates, the errata, security updates, bug fixes that were in between the update releases. And what tends to happen in many organizations is that they have X number of production systems and then many times X number of test and development systems. And if you look at the at the Red Hat customer base, you would have a lot of customers that bought RHEL or installed RHEL for, let's say, 100 production servers. But then they have 1,000, 2,000 CentOS systems because they want to have a development environment that has the same errata applied as RHEL. And they don't want to pay for those systems, so they have sort of two versions of the OS in-house, one being RHEL and one being the CentOS clone of that. And so we figured that, well, if, given that lots of our customers are basically switching from RHEL to Oracle Linux and Oracle Linux support, we figured that if we were to at least make the errata also freely available, then they can just have one distribution deployed for everything, whether it's test, development, production. So they pay for the systems they want support for. They don't pay for the systems they don't want support for, but they can still apply the same updates. So you don't have to worry about your production systems being at version X of the kernel because of errata releases and the other systems being at an older version. So this was definitely not done to compete with CentOS in any way. They're doing a great job and good for them. But this was really about, given that lots of our customers are having that hybrid model, we could make it easy, right? And so now they can switch to us across the board, and they only have one repository to maintain, not two repositories. Even though it's technically similar, you still have to maintain two streams. And, one comes from this location, that comes from the other location. So that's why we did it. And so now on public-yum.oracle.com, you can basically, it contains even the repository data. It's not just the RPMs, right? So you have a complete Yum repo available on Public Yum.
And that has the exact same RPMs that people would get if they went to ULN, the Unbreakable Linux network?
The same, and at the same time. So when we release a security update for Oracle Linux paying customers under support, the same RPM at the same time is uploaded to Public Yum, so there is no delay, there's nothing different. Of course, the source code's there as well. And so you can literally take OL download. If you're not a customer, you just point to public-yum.oracle.com and you're done.
So the exact same infrastructure. The only difference is if you want a production system that you really want to have supported, then
if you want to call someone to help fix your problem, then you pay.
Okay.
Otherwise
Excellent.
You don't. And this is not just for OL6. It's OL5, OL6, both. It's basically all the updates since we started.
Now this is new. I mean, enterprise Linuxes. I mean, Red Hat, SUSE. Do they do that? I didn't think any of you guys did that until just. I mean, you guys are the first, aren't you?
In terms of commercial entities, yes.
Yes.
Neither Red Hat nor AttachMate, SUSE, make binaries available for download, period. You can't get RHEL 6 from redhat.com or from SUSE.com. You have to pay for support to even get to the base distribution. So we already started more open by having the base distribution and the update's free. Now we just added the errata as well.
Yeah.
So we make, like CentOS in many ways, you have the whole thing available with the offer or the option for support.
Excellent.